ice cream before a glass blowing session can kind of get a little bit like
Messy?
sour.
Hey guys,
cheesiness.
What?
it's 6 o'clock.
It is?
You didn't have your ice cream yet, though, Bess.
It's fine. You know I'm gonna get there, but
We can finish it up real quick because it's
I
creamy.
know. So here's what I was thinking. Welcome, viewers. We all picked out our favorite martini glasses. So here's what's going to sell first. Bess chose the fancy one. I chose this one. It's got a nice little lip. It's pink.
I chose the best one with adventurine
Excuse
in
me?
it. Yeah, that's right.
pink and spotty.
I chose the biggest one,
Oh!
but it's also orange.
This is really good ice cream, Sarah.
It's really good ice cream. So here's 2 comments. Some of you may know and you may not know. When you get pregnant, you want ice cream. So the rumor has it,
Okay.
between the 5 of us, 2 people here are pregnant.
Who do you think it is? Me?
Not me. We got one over here, Sarah, eating for 2. She can have as much as she wants. And Matt is also eating for 2. He's eating for his partner, even though she's not here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you don't mind. We borrowed your cups to eat our delicious ice cream, and now we're ready to get in the action.
Welcome to the gathering point, guys. We're going to start blowing some glass right now. Martini night.
Martini night. I think I introduced all the players. It's Chris in the orange, Matt in the deep purple. Bing! You are at the Glass Academy, our glass blowing show called The Gathering Point. And without further ado, Chris is grabbing a pipe, and we'll step over to the glass furnace to warm up, get the hot glass on his pipe.
I was just thinking about what I was going to do, and I was wishing I had a tiny little pipe, but I don't have a tiny little pipe. I got a jumbo, so I'm just going to take a tiny little gather. And this gather is going to be part of the stem, you guys. I've already blown the Loyalty League super tasty opaline, transparent, opalescent white.
Ooh, it's hard
top.
to see in there.
It's in the annealing oven. It's looking super tasty. And now we're going to go for the top.
Wait, the top is in there.
The stem, the stem, you guys,
Hello.
sorry. The top of the stem is what I'm making right now. That's what I meant to say.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
That right.
We got so much going on tonight. Bess is just happily enjoying her
This
ice
is so
cream
good.
over here. We got, because, right, like you want to eat healthy, Sarah found these great ice creams. Ice cream for bears.
That's the one I'm
sweetened
eating.
only with raw honey. They said they are fantastic. I do my best not to eat dairy, so I did a coconut-based one. And they are delicious. Ice cream matches our question du jour. We'll get to that later. But yes, we are still rolling with hot glass.
I'm going to show Matt something a little bit different. I don't think he's ever seen this particular style and or technique of making a stem happen. So it's going to be pretty cool. Just ride with it, Matt, because I'm going to ride with it too. And we're going to ride it together.
Like a giant wave. This is your surfing lesson. Gone are the flip-flops. The weather was actually like in the 60s today here in Michigan, but it's cool enough.
So I kept the optics straight in this opalescent white martini top. Now I'm going to keep them straight in these tiny little optical balls I'm making for the stem. Not exactly sure how I got these. Go ahead and blow. Good. How I got those other diamond shears.
Always got to check your bench. Maybe they walked away and the new pair jumped in. All right, Bess is rinsing out her glass, but if you have not told us, put it in the chat where you're watching from.
All right, Matt, I'm going to put a little of, let me think about this. I've got 2 optic balls. They're both going to be on here. I'm going to put a of oleo on this. That's right. A little pacifier of oleo, so you're gonna bring me a hot one right off the pipe. Yep. So this is the top and the bottom of the stem, you guys. It's just a pretty cool technique. Too bad Jake's not here tonight to see it.
Jake is at the polls. How many of you voted today? If you're in Dearborn Heights, you may have seen Jake at the polls. That's where he was all day long. Said it was slow in the morning, came over for lunch, said hello.
Nope, not needed. All right, now you're gonna bring me a small, tiny, optically twisted stem that we're gonna use for the bottom of this. It's gonna be kind of like a dragon. You're gonna bring me a dragon. I'm gonna stick it on. I'm gonna twirl it all around. I'll put it in there. Yeah. Not too big, pinky size, Matt. Yeah, go for it, guys. We'll be working on this piece.
Bess, who's on the show tonight.
Yeah, we've already got a lot of
Beautiful.
people hopping on.
Let's make it.
Let's see here. I've got Marianne watching from Lumberton, New Jersey. Randy watching from Las Vegas, Nevada. Carol is here in Sarnia. Here from Sarnia. Vicky is here from Seattle, Washington. Hannah says hi from Sweden. That looks good. It was amazing, Hannah. Christina's here from St. Joseph, Michigan. Dave is here watching from Wisconsin after being gone last week to watch the De La Torre brothers do a demo.
Oh, huh.
Carol says congratulations, Sarah and Matt. Max and Karen are watching. Carrie and Mary both say congratulations to Sarah and Matt.
I think their baby's a month apart.
About that, I think
Okay.
so. Jody's here from Prince Edward Island. Donald says hi, Chris and Michelle. Amy's here from Albuquerque. Over on the YT side, let's see here. Michael says it's a full moon out tonight. Just ate a couple of
Is
huge
it?
pork tacos and feel like I'm carrying a food baby. I get that feeling.
That's good.
Let's see here. Tabea says hello. Tabea, are you watching from the brewery as per usual? Pam says congratulations. Susan is here from Indiana on time. Speaking of time, if you are not watching from the United States, we did go through the change back for daylight savings this weekend. So I don't know if that affected you guys who are watching from places that don't have daylight
that's
savings. Let us know.
Good point. Will you put that on the sheet, Bess? Maybe next year we'll give them a heads up about that.
Absolutely. Angel is here from Argentina. Says hello, glass blowing masters. Have a great show.
Well, hello, everyone. Got a lot of international people on the show tonight. Thank you for taking the time to watch our show. We've got some magical glass items happening for you. You're going to love it.
I also want to mention it is a first Tuesday of the month show, which means I have 4 $25 gift cards to give away on top of our normal giveaway. So stay tuned throughout the show for that.
And the Halloween one, the October 31st contest.
Yes, we have our pumpkin
We have
contest to
6
talk
giveaways.
about. Yeah.
Wow.
So we are back to the action. If you are just hopping on, can we get a refresher of what we're making right now?
It is a martini glass. This is for the members. If you are a Loyalty League member, this is something that's exclusive to
Like a paddle
If you
mat?
want to join our Loyalty League, it starts November 16th. We open it 4 times a year. You can find that,
Good.
how to apply on our website. We'll give you discounts, coupons, first pick. Our holiday show coming up, you will get first choice. So lots of perks if you're a Loyalty League member. Great Christmas gift to ask for. It's membership, $48 a month. And the Star Supporters is $8 a month.
Nope, not yet. Just thinking out loud for a minute. What I want to do is I want to reverse this and stick that on that. So flip it and stick that on that. So I'm going to knock that off. I'm going to take the torch, heat to the end. I'm going to heat my hot tweezers, pick it up and stick it on by the little Avolio on the bottom. Will you heat those up for me? Thank you. Oh, well, I got torch.
Donald says November
I'm gonna hand this back to you.
15th is my birthday.
It's Lucy's birthday too.
It was just Sarah's birthday this past weekend. My birthday's coming up this weekend. I feel like it's a good time of year to have a birthday.
The heck, man! Everyone's birthdays. Mine's in December.
So you're coming up.
It's coming up. Shut up! Are you serious? Wow, lots of November babies. My mom's birthday is the 12th.
Heat those up for me real quick. Okay, you get that hot. There's wax all over those damn tweezers, so we'll switch them up in a minute. My ball hot? Yep. Give me it, tweezers.
Right back to the glory hole, back to the action. The garage is waiting. The cup, it's really difficult to see.
Maybe turn a
but
little
the
bit of
cup
that
is in
reduction
there.
down.
There it is. Okay, it looks like the majority of them have returned. I'm going to do a quick pop over. These are the featured items. This is kind of what we're going for tonight on the show, is making martini cups. If you're new to the show, the number corresponds to the website. When the table goes live at 6:30, you can purchase these. The reason we don't do it until 6:30 is it just gives everyone a little chance to roll into the show, get situated, watch us on YouTube on your TV, which I heard is like one of the fastest growing platforms, YouTube. Most of people view it from their TV now, which is pretty crazy.
Interesting.
All right, we're going to do another Avolio, and then we're going to do a foot on that, a foot into a foot.
Okay, so Matt is assisting with these. He's got a section of pipes to the right of the furnace that he's able to select which one he needs based upon what Chris is asking for.
Trying to make sure I keep this small, you guys. I
Because
need a paddle.
the martini glasses are smaller, they're not jumbo martinis.
Okay.
Speaking of martinis, I'm going to put up a poll for you guys.
I was just thinking that. Okay, what's the poll going to be, Beth?
So the poll is going to be, do you prefer a gin martini or a vodka martini? So I'm going to get the poll up for both Facebook and YouTube, but you're going to vote on the poll. If you want to put in the comments a
yeah, I'm ready.
specific kind of martini, like my favorite
Yep.
martini, hands down, is a pomegranate vodka
Can you
martini.
make it white, one dab of white before you bring it over to me?
So the poll is just going to be a general about gin or vodka, but
White.
put your favorite in the comments if you have a favorite. I know espresso martinis
Yes.
are really
One dab of
popular
white.
right now.
Sarah was telling me about a dirty martini. I did
Yes.
not even know what that was.
Ready? One. You have one coat. Okay. Just when I say one, just bring one. Otherwise, it's too cold, and I'm flashing. I'm cold.
So that poll is now live on YouTube and live on Facebook, so you guys can go ahead and vote on that.
All right, this piece of wood is a footing tool, super cool. It's 2 pieces of wood soaked in water, which is why it's dark. And Chris did not like that foot, so off it goes. I'm trying to think like sporting events where they like, he didn't like that pitch.
Yeah, it was cold. You can't put a footing tool foot on when it's cold. I'll take a small gather of clear for another Evolio on the bottom of this.
Okay, the glass that Matt just brought over is 2,000 degrees, super hot. And the base of Chris's piece is this really cool purple. Then they're gonna add a 1 coat white foot to match the top. This time Matt will know the deal, he'll hustle. As the
Need a
assistant,
paddle?
you have to be really on top of what
On.
they're making. These guys don't work together very often, so it's pretty amazing that they're able to like seamlessly get this
Okay,
rolling.
one dab of white, heat it up, bring it over nice and hot.
And especially like the products we're making during the week are not necessarily martini glasses. This is a product that Jake made with Oliver, so both Chris and Matt have not been making these, so I think it's really funny. The challenge is on.
Yep.
Nice shot there at Chris's elbow. Hope you all enjoyed that. It's really hard to get in the perfect angle. But the important part is this. It's kind of like making a pancake. Everything's got to be perfectly lined up. And voila, there it is.
Lightly. Good.
The cool thing about the top of this is it's been pre-made. Right before the show started, that's why we were running a little behind eating our ice cream, was they made the cup top and set it in the garage to keep it warm. So Chris is going to move it over to the left side. That will make it a little hotter. However, if it stayed there the whole time, it would be too hot and it would actually start to change its shape. So it's only when you're getting ready for it, before the punny, he moved it over. Chris knows his timing, so he has to communicate to Matt what happens when, especially since this isn't a product we normally do. It seems so quiet on the set today. I don't know why.
It's because Jake isn't here talking.
Jake, do you hear that? He's probably, if the polls are going to be busy, it's probably busy now. Has he checked in at all?
Not at all.
Yeah. People going to the polls after work, it totally makes sense. They'd be there at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the stem and the foot punnied up. I'm gonna just straighten this guy up a little bit, make sure she's on center. Nice and on center. We got a pretty stem with a couple optical balls. So I'm gonna heat this up a little bit. Now I'm gonna have you bring me a stickum bit. And you've done it before, and you're just gonna set the pipe right down on the ground, lay it flat, and you're gonna go over and lift that cup up and get it nice and hot for me while I'm torching that little stickum bit.
So the vodka martini won by
Alrighty.
83%.
Whoa! Oh, Sarah likes the gin. Well, she was saying, Sarah was telling me gin martinis
Level.
are olive
Yes.
juice added.
Flip.
So I gotta say, not my favorite. I'm going with Bess's pomegranate.
Gin
version.
martinis of olive juice.
Yeah,
I like
Hold
olives.
that up in the air. I'm gonna heat this up for a minute and then we'll go for it. I will. Okay, go ahead and bring it. Set it right below the end of this.
Into the glory hole it goes, evening out the heat. Now the garage is hot, but not hot enough that it's going to change the shape of the martini top. So you can see it kept its nice cone shape.
So you see, it's not too tall. It's actually pretty darn nice, but it's definitely got a pretty big stem on there. They grow really quick. And I really wanted to have a nice pink ball on the top and the bottom with that purple little nest of knot on the inside. And it looks pretty darn cool. I can safely say that that is the first time I've ever made one of those. That's pretty tasty for the Loyalty League piece. So I think we're going to hand sign these because it's kind of tough, or we could put the GA stamp right on the bottom. All right, let's do that. I'll give it the last flash. Put a stamp over there by the knockoff bench.
We do have an amazing table going live in 8 minutes. I'm excited for you guys to see that.
I'll go over some of the details after this.
Absolutely.
And there it is, members. It's a 2-part martini glass.
That one wrestled me from the very beginning, which is okay because that happens once in a while, but we'll just put it right in the water here.
Take that.
To the dust.
All right,
But that's
these
a perfect way for you guys to see how it goes down. They don't all work out perfectly every time. That was a little bit of a struggle, but it's all right. We're going to be making them for the rest of this hour and a half. Take it over, Shell.
All right, while they regroup, let's look at the table a little closer. This one here, the Volio became part of the piece. Super cool. Number 3 is the same, just different color. Number 4 has that decorative Volio added to it. Number 2 is this super cool ruby mixed with the gold. 5 has that swoop. 6 was the one Bess was drinking out of, with that cool Volio in there of blues. So there are days when things just don't go right and everyone gets grumpy. So that's what's happening right now. Do you ever have a day like that? All right, here's 10. I like that extra trail on the piece.
That's fun.
Yeah, 11 is that swoop. That's a really nice piece. And I do have to say, these trees aren't always straight. So if the cup appears at a slant, it's only because the tree is at a slant. Okay, Bess, since we have so many giveaways, you want to start with one?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said earlier, if you guys missed it, it is the first Tuesday of the month, which means we have 4 $25 gift cards to give away in addition to our regular giveaway piece. And then we're also going to talk about our pumpkin contest through email and Facebook later as well. So we've got a lot going on today. But the first gift card I will give away. So congratulations to, I've got to fold this up so you can't see the rest of the names.
Oh, I like this folded version.
Congratulations to Lori. So Lori, you are going to get an email from Donna. Usually it is on Thursdays. At some point in the day, she is in the afternoon, so give her some patience. And but you're going to get emailed a gift card code, and that is going to be for either in-person or online purchases, and that can be used on either class or on product. So congratulations, Lori. You're going to get an email to the email address that you entered to win with.
Awesome.
All right.
You know what I'm thinking is, let's go over the question, since Jessica, it was interesting. In the e-news, she used a push-up. Do you remember what those were? What are those called? Push-ups? The ice cream that was orange?
I loved those. Usually they were like Flintstones themed.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh yeah, they were like an orange sherbet. I loved those.
So funny. Okay, so it matches. What is a childhood snack you wish you could still find today? If you could find it, would you still eat it as an adult?
You want to know what's really funny? My first go-to answer, other than the push-ups, because I love those, when I was a kid, my mom would buy us the purple and green ketchup, and I thought it was...
Purple and green ketchup?
It was like the coolest thing in the entire world to
my
me,
God.
and I loved it.
I didn't even know that existed.
Tasted like normal ketchup, but it was purple and green. Yeah, there was one that was purple, one that was green.
When I was a kid, and I think it was probably when my mom was busy, I got SpaghettiOs. And I just thought they were the best thing ever. As an adult, I went and had them. There's so much sugar.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea. All right, the guys are regrouping. They're throwing their tools around. They're burning the bushes. No, I mean the paddles.
We're burning bushes.
The burning bushes are red here in Michigan right now as the leaves change. It's a really pretty bush. All right, what we got going on?
We're going to make something different. We're going to make a martini glass, everybody. And yeah, I'm going to go in the opal white again just because I want to get a nice opal white one in there. The opaline's a really beautiful color. And this one's a different technique that I haven't made in a really long time, but I'm going to try it, see what we can do. It is a pretty cool technique. You have to watch because I'm not going to explain it to you.
All right, if you're new to the show, welcome. This is called The Gathering Point. We do it live every Tuesday here in Dearborn, Michigan. Easiest way to remember this is the home of Henry Ford. This is where the Model T was born, not far from here, about 2 miles from our studio. There's a great museum called the Henry Ford here. Ford World Headquarters, all kinds of businesses, coffee capital of the United States.
It is?
I think we have like 21 coffee shops in Dearborn. And growing.
All right, so I blew it into the mold. I'm going to optically twist this one. Get a little bit of a different look to it. Blow. Keep going. Good. Blow. Good. So you really have to foreshadow what your design's going to look like when you're doing a martini glass while you're making it, because that angle of the bottom of the martini glass is a super, super tough shape to get. I'm going to have Matt puff this out a little bit more. Go ahead, Matt. Good. All right. Now we're going to put in a volio on the bottom of this, which is the transition point between the stem and the foot. And we're going to put an optically twisted ball that we're going to draw a long stem out, but not too long, because we got to keep these things not too tall.
So Chris and I were out of town last week. So Jake's like, you know what? It's my turn to have a Tuesday night off.
He always works the
hard.
polls, though, every year,
Yeah,
right?
he does. It just so happened.
Good.
Could you imagine if we were all out of town?
I know.
You guys could do it. You can handle
We
it.
could do it.
100%.
All right.
We should do that one time. Have we done that?
How
ever?
about an iris bit, probably like grape size? About the size of not one of those colossal genetically modified grapes, just like a normal grape. Yeah.
What about a champagne grape?
Champagne grape would be like dropping a pea on the bottom of this thing, and I wouldn't be able to do anything with something the size of a pea. Make it in gold.
Oh, that's right.
He was just showing you.
It's looking perfect. So this is a pretty cool technique. I'm going to split it and then spin it into a really cool little... I think once I start making this, Michelle might remember what it looks like and what it is.
It's almost like an air twist, but it's not.
Stay.
I like it. Sound effects. And when you do the edits, you know what to do. We need like the Flintstones kind of sounds. What if we did a whole show with like
All right, now clear.
Scooby-Doo sounds or
A little clear. Pip, give me
Flintstones?
1 second and let this cool off a little. This one's probably going to be the same size as that, maybe a little bit bigger than that one you just gave me. Because I'm going to drop it on, push it up onto that optical ball, then I'm going to draw out a stem off of it.
Okay, website is live. I was drinking,
Right.
eating out of cup number 9.
Oh, that's right. So the ones we picked are the ones that were our bet of what was going to go first?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, I guess.
Mine was number 6.
Stay.
I will go ahead and get that link in the chat for you guys right now.
I feel like the bench is at an odd angle tonight, and I'm just kind of in the way. Sorry about that.
On, Matt. Lightly. Okay, on. Good. Off. All right, I think that is not too tall of a stem.
All right, Bet, you got anything in the
Going
chat?
same thing, opal white.
Any questions, comments?
Nothing crazy. Mary Lou says creamsicle for her answer for this
Oh,
week.
yeah.
But creamsicles are still available. I love a good creamsicle.
You know, we were from Canada. Like, my parents immigrated from Canada. Do you guys know what a crunchy bar is?
Crunchy?
No.
Yeah, it's a sponge toffee dipped in milk chocolate.
Like
Oh, we
Oh,
just call that
yeah.
sponge candy.
I know, but they had a bar, like a crunchy bar, like a Kit Kat or something.
Oh.
It was a Canadian
How interesting.
brand.
Did you also have milk in a bag?
Yes.
That's so funny.
It's so funny. Milk in a bag. That sounds ridiculous.
I have family that lives in Toronto. When I was a kid, I always thought it was the funniest thing that when
It's
we'd
so
go visit them,
true.
the milk was in a bag.
And they'd have like the little, like, it wasn't IKEA, but whatever
Oh.
it was, container that held the bag.
Yeah. And you had to make sure you didn't cut the bag open too big.
Right, that you cut off the corner.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about all this. Milk in a bag. For all you foreigners that are out there watching from other countries. Do you guys have milk in a bag?
on.
I always was
Good.
like, how do they do that at the grocery store? Like, if you were angry, you could just take a pin and poke all the bags.
That would be evil.
I know, right? That's where my mind went, though. Like, you have the box knife in your pocket. You walk past the milk display and you slash all of
Okay,
them.
I'm going to equalize this heat just for a little bit, Matt, before I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Matt's ready. The sign of a good assistant. He's got his pipe in hand, attentive ears, waiting for Chris's every move.
All right, let's do it. Punty time. I wanted to make sure that I get some heat up on the neck of this martini glass, but the foot that I just put on cools down because it's just so screaming hot when I use that footing tool. That's important. It's still moving more than the rest of the piece. So I just got to make sure I keep on making sure she's straight and giving her a little bit more heat. I like the simplicity of this shape. This whole style of this.
I think that is true about martini glasses. That's the beauty of them. So we can emphasize the top of the cup with a twist or the type of mold that it goes into. We should have a resident mixologist here, and they could give us history of the martini glass.
That would be fun.
We have a couple glass blowing books in the studio that talk about drinkware.
We just had a mixologist here yesterday. Dave. He owns those 5 bars in the city.
And what was he talking about?
He was talking about having a nice little session with Jake and helping Jake through all kinds of ideas for the bar.
Such as?
Well, I'm not Jake, and I wasn't there because the meeting hasn't happened yet. But you know what I mean. Consultation, talk about it, give him some ideas. So I'm heating up the top of this right now, and the thing about a martini glass is you got to get it thin, and you have to get it hot. But if you get it too hot, it shrinks back down. So there's a perfect balance between just the right amount of heat and just the right amount of air when you puff it out. So I'm gonna bring it out and puff it out. Then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna reheat it one more time before it shrinks down and try to rip it open real quick. And it's kind of tough only because I got that really tiny little stem on the bottom third of the piece.
Sophietta. That was the name of our studio cat, but also the name of the tool. Interestingly enough, in classes, someone must have been talking about a cat because the last class review was like, you need a studio cat. Not a studio turtle.
Studio tortoise would be sweet.
Well, if we didn't get orange, no.
And they like it hot. Orange tortoise?
No,
Nice.
if we didn't get a cat that was orange, that was mischievous.
If we did get a cat, it could ride on the back of the tortoise.
I've been asked if this is still a Loyalty League piece or if this is just general public.
It could be a loyalty league, but
It
I'm going to
is.
leave that up to the bosses.
If it makes it off the pipe. Dun, 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 dun. No pressure.
So if it makes it off the pipe, it is Loyalty League.
Correct.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 6:38. Welcome to the Gathering Point Show, where we talk to you as we're making the pieces live. If you have a question, if you're a glass blower, if you've never watched glass blowing, this is your opportunity. We've got Bess over there looking at all the data, Sarah as well. They let us know what you guys are talking about, if there's something we need to address. And then Matt and Chris can answer all your technical questions or just even general curiosities. I love that word,
Good.
curiosities. It just makes me want to go on vacation.
That's a tasty looking martini glass. Look at that. So I'm going to give it a little flash, and we're going to put a little bit of a reduction on this.
What kind of ice cream would you eat out of that?
All right, reduction.
Okay, reduction is when they change the gas-air mixture, and it makes the glass, the precious metals come to the surface. Usually that's a gold in this case.
Oh, I think we can probably stamp the bottom. Let's hope she comes off now.
We need the stamp. Matt's on it. He's got the torch at the ready.
Stamps right here. I'll get the forks.
going to use the
Yeah, I
stamp.
think that could be a loyalty league, but I don't know. You got to wait for the boss to tell us what's up.
Ta-da!
Came apart while I was trying to stamp that.
I was wondering why you were holding it that way. All right, Chris is off to the other side of the shop because it's always the farthest annealer that we're going into because that's what you do. And you can see he doesn't know which one because we haven't been blowing glass all day.
A little dark over here, back in the corner in the alley.
Who's our fix-it man? The light bulb's out.
Yeah, we got a burnt out light bulb. Oh, yep.
Okay. So
That was amazing, guys. That is going to be for the Loyalty League, and that's beautiful. You guys got a second chance at that one. It turned out great. I think Michelle's probably got some good stuff to say.
we're going to go to giveaway number 2.
Absolutely. Let me refold my paper.
Okay. There were surveys every Sunday, and there were winners that were chosen with each of these by spin the wheel. There was a question asked every week. I don't think we have them this week, some of the answers, but for next time, let's do that
No, we can do that.
because they're really cool questions and the answers are amazing.
So this is gift card number 2 that we're giving away. And that is, again, something that can be used in studio or online for classes or for product. But it is a $25 gift card that you'll get emailed in a code. So congratulations to winner number 2 for October, Grace.
Got it.
Congratulations, Grace.
So keep an eye out on your email for the next couple of days, and you're going to be receiving that email code soon. Don't forget, coming up, I've still got 2 more gift cards. I've got that beautiful orange snail to give
I know,
away
that's
that
what I was
made
just going to
last
head
week.
to.
So he's a cutie. He's going home to somebody at the end of the night. Our question for this week is, what is a childhood snack you wish you could still find today? You're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com. And that is how you're going to enter to win whatever is made for the giveaway piece this week. So, super excited for that. Something is happening over here. I don't know what's going on.
So, okay, I have Invisalign in my teeth, so I couldn't really eat my ice cream. So I said to Sarah, just pour it in a cup and I'll eat it after the show, which she did, but we kind of forgot to put it in the freezer. So I'm going to be eating a bowl of cream. It's all good. It'll freeze back by the time the show is over. Okay, so what is the use of the garage? The garage is a holding tank, and it's looking awfully toasty in there, but it is, what, 1,200 degrees?
Garage sits at about 1,100 degrees, right below melting. And one side's 1,100, the other side is a little bit more, about 1,250. So you store things in the right side, and then you move them over when you're ready to use them in the piece that you're working on. It's kind of caught its nickname, calling it a garage, because you park things in it and wait to use them later on in the glass blowing process. So I don't have to tell you guys, unless someone just signed on, that I'm going to be making something that's going to be a martini glass, because tonight is martini night.
Martini night. Do you guys know, sales team over there, which was the first martini to sell?
I do.
And what number was it?
Number 6.
Yeah, baby! All right, number 6 was one Bess was drinking out of.
Oh,
Fine.
She's drinking out of number 6.
I used it for my ice cream, yeah.
So you got a little Bess mojo in your glass. Fancy, fancy with that Rosetta.
So this one, I'm going to leave a little bit of extra thickness in the bottom, and I'm going to try to put a ball on the bottom of the piece where, in its solid, so that I've got something to put a really nice stem on and draw a stem off of it. And at that point, I think maybe we'll put a couple of decorative little bits on this ball, but it's going to be a pretty neat thing. Let's check it out. If I can do it and keep it small.
All right, a little housekeeping. In addition, mark your calendars for November 18th.
Below.
That is the day of our virtual show. We're going to have 5 pages of our holiday products.
Below. Good.
including a new penguin that Chris
Hello?
designed, some snowmen,
Good.
fancy ornaments, candy canes,
I'm
lots
telling
of
you.
action. If you're not on our website, jump over there and go to the contact page. Make sure you give us your email. Sign up for our e-news. We've got some great videos we're going to drop, and those are going to come across in the e-news. They're mini clips showing you how we make the products here. You know, you can always go to our YouTube page and look under the video tab and see shows that we've done, but very rarely do we do a product from start to finish.
Hello?
And if you collect our e-news or if
Harder.
you're on our e-news list, you're going to start to see those for the holiday season.
Good.
We've got a great question. They said, what is the Loyalty League and how do I join? So the Loyalty League is one of our membership tiers. Right
Yeah.
now, while you watch the
You
show,
said you're gonna do the ball,
you
right?
get to see pieces
Let's
being
do
made. You
a-
get to see them as they go into the
We're gonna do
annealing
something
box.
different.
But you don't really get to see the piece in its final stage and what colors it is, you know, what it looks like in someone's hand. So we do a secondary show
Some leaves
called
on
the
that.
Annealer Reveal, and that gets released on Thursdays to all of our members. We have 2 tiers of membership, and that gets released to both
Take a
tiers.
Bit.
The Loyalty League is our higher tier, so you guys will
size.
receive really cool quarterly gifts, quarterly membership gifts that we have handmade here, as well as different coupons, promos, early access to special items for certain shows, like for instance the Holiday Fest coming up. You also get first access to purchasing the first piece made every single night for our live show. And so that piece that was just made first, that Chris called the Opaline White Martini glass, that piece is getting ready to go up for sale to our Loyalty League members. But if you're not part of the Loyalty League, then you miss out on the opportunity to purchase that piece. So that is our Loyalty League. It does not open all the time. So that is to make sure that everybody is getting the right quarterly gifts and all of that. So the next time it opens is November 16th. That is 2 days before our Holiday Fest.
Which means you'll get early access to the Holiday Fest.
Yes.
What? And we will include your member's gift with your order.
Ice cuber.
Because when you come early, I guarantee there are going to be products that you want. Know that our studio is not a huge production studio. There are 4 glass blowers here. We teach classes on the weekend. We are not high production. A lot of the products we make are one and done. They're original. We do mass quantities of different items, like, you know, ornaments, candy canes, but some of the specialty items, like the trees we're going to feature on the virtual show. Jake did a really neat, gradually colored tree. And if you're Loyalty League, you're going to get first pick at those. They're not easy to make.
Just one.
We do not make a ton of them. If you are Loyalty League, you can get first pick, and you'll be able to purchase those before everyone else.
Stem here. You'll see how this thing's going to work out. Never made one of these, but that's what this show is all about, you guys. It's making cool stuff that we've never made before. Okay, on. Press lightly.
There is a Facebook page. It's called Glassies,
Thank you.
and it's a really cool page that's on Facebook. Now it's to the trade only. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could answer the questions, find it. It's called Glassies, and it's glass blowers talking about products, all kinds of different things. They showed us a shot from Korea the other day. It was pretty amazing because what was really cool about it was the hot shop was 50% women, 50% men. It was the cleanest hot shop I have ever seen. And they were doing production. So they would pass off, someone would start, pass it off to someone else, and they were making multiples of the same item. There's a company called Simon Pierce here in Vermont.
One coat.
They are also a production facility, but that's like a good one to go visit if you're in the U.S. Corning used to have Steuben glass. They no longer have that. So Corning now, it's artists. They hire different artists to come and do demos, and it's super cool. The glass conference will be there next summer. That is kind of like the conference to the trade. So if you haven't heard about that and you want to do a visit, Corning, New York is very cool. You might enjoy that exhibit, that show, and it is open to the public. It's kind of like a trade show. You know how there's always like ones for plumbers or electricians?
Yep.
This is the glass version.
And it's really cool.
Matt says it's really cool. He went when he was in Detroit, him and Oliver. We all sported our glass blowing shirts from the Glass Academy and walked around. I'm not sure if we're taking off this summer, but it's in June. It's possible.
What a beautiful foot.
All right, he's going to even
Does
out the
look good.
temperature of the piece, and Matt's got the punny ready.
One of the things that Matt knew when we were setting up before the show is he was putting colors out, and he knew what colors I liked. I really like transparent jewel tone colors, you guys. They're very traditional Venetian. They're not. There's nothing wrong with the opaques, but when you're blowing delicate, pretty Venetian style glass, yep, it's real nice to have some transparent jewel tone colors.
Hey, how does Hannah know about the ombre tree? Did we show one and I missed it?
Jake put them, I know for sure, on a story. I think it was his
Oh, you're
story.
right. Jake, what are you doing?
But I thought they were amazing. They were beautiful.
We photographed them this Monday.
Nice.
Wanna just heat that
We did a
tip up for me?
forest, we did individuals.
Very
really,
nice.
really super cool.
Just making sure there's no wax on the tweezers, guys. Thank you there.
The Loyalty League piece is sold.
All right. Well, this is a pretty tasty one too. When I make pieces like this one, you guys, and the Loyalty League one, I think about like if you were going to have a set of 4 martini glasses, that center cool optical ball on the Loyalty League one, and this ice cube. If each one of those was a different color on the martini glass, people would know which glass was theirs when you're entertaining, which I think would be super cool. I think it's a neat way to like distinguish individuality with the glasses, but still have them be the same set.
So if someone wanted a set, could they order a set from you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Lots of variables that go into designing a glass, a set of
Mhm.
glasses.
Totally.
Donald has a question for Chris.
Who?
Donald.
Okay.
He says, how long do you know how to leave the glass in the fire?
All experience for sure. I leave the glass in there just the right amount, which is kind of a funny little saying, but it's like when you're teaching people how to blow glass, they got to get it hotter. You got to get it hotter, and you got to stick it out. Even though a lot of times people are just suffering in front of the glory hole, sweating. The people who aren't used to working in it, and they want to sit down and get away from the heat, and you got to tell them you got to go back hotter, hotter, hotter. It's so hard to work the glass if it isn't hot enough, you guys. So you really need to make sure you're always working it hot, and just making thousands of pieces of glass. You can tell by the way the pipe feels. I can feel the tension in spinning the pipe with my left hand, as well as seeing the glass drooping on, on the end.
Great question. The other thing about our shows, they're in real time. So there's different recipes for glass, and that can all be different, but you can see how long Chris reheats it. You can't teach glass blowing from a book. You can only teach by watching and assisting. So it's really important to assist people, to learn a lot of techniques, to observe before you try blowing glass yourself.
I mean, that's why they call it an apprentice craft, just like an apprentice trade. When you're talking about plumbing, you're talking about carpentry, electrical, you have to do it in the field and troubleshoot and learn how to do everything by doing. It's exactly the same with the glass, but it's so expensive to do the glass while you're learning that's why there's not a lot of glass people out there. Just making sure I get this hot enough that it doesn't shrink, but it gets hot enough that I can get it open.
It's like butter.
It's almost there, but it's not quite a martini. One more time, but I really do like that little glistening ice cube. Isn't that cool looking? So this one you got to try to heat it a little bit deeper so that I can get down in the bottom and pull that thing into a straight-sided thing. And if I'm spinning too quickly now, as the glass starts to get molten, it'll spin the cup out, and I don't want that. So I've got to go slow and literally let it start flopping and then bring it out and get it into that shape. As soon as it starts to flop, which it just did, I'm ready to get it into its shape.
Now, if you were watching Matt, you know how he was swaying right there? That's the language of love for the glass. You just got to move with it, not fight it. You got to listen to what it's saying. And as it cools off, it just falls into pattern.
That's a pretty
just like you
one.
requested.
Look at that guy. All right. It's kind of nice having that square. It's like unpredictable. Kind of got a little modern fling to it. I've never seen one of those. Just saw it birth today, folks. I birthed it right out my ear.
Just fell right out.
My ear canal is like what's it called? The birth canal. Ear canal, birth canal. Guys, it's all coming together.
There's a reason it's called the canal.
Because it comes down the pipeline.
Right.
That was like butter.
That one is tasty. What's that color called again, Matt?
Magenta.
Oh, yes, magenta. I was having a brain fart.
Magenta.
That is a nice foot. You called it. It's got a nice taper to it. Oh, moving the forest aside.
Yeah, you got to get the
The other side of the studio, through the doors,
situation clear.
into the annealer
Right.
the piece went. Want to show you some of the beauties that are still available on the table. We got 1, we got 3,
Right.
we got 2, 7, and 9. You saw how easy it was to eat ice cream out of that. Good gravy. Another lovely. I mean, even just on a table, you could put your keys in it when you come home, your vitamins. Every day you could have this beauty in your home. The favorite thing of mine, too, is the way they look from the inside. Super cool. Okay, we do have, if you are local, this is another promotion that I want to mention. If you bring in 3 cans of food, you get 10% off 1 pumpkin. Now, we just started this, so we've got 2 cans and a jar of grape leaves in there. Yeah.
When you guys are bringing in cans, thank you for doing so. Please make sure it's not like the cans in the back of your cupboard. Make sure they're not expired. Make sure that they're actually good food that people can eat. That would be fantastic and wonderful and great. Because we are donating this at the end of the month. It's not just like clean out your cupboard day.
It's so
true. Yeah, just make sure what you guys are bringing is edible and it's not expired, because we are donating this to a shelter who needs it.
Beth, on that note, I'll show you what I put in. Don't let Chris see us because he's going to be like, why'd you do that? Coconut milk unsweetened. This is great. I don't know if you guys have ever mixed it with rice. It makes like a coconut rice. My other can was, Jake's going to be like, what are you talking about? You gave that away? And then finally, because we're in Dearborn, grape leaves. I don't know how many of you make grape leaves, but they're fantastic. We have the luxury of buying them. The leaves already prepared for us. Never a dull moment. On to the next one.
This one I was just thinking, I got like 3 different designs going in my brain, and whatever one rears itself in the middle of the process is going to be the winner. But
Sounds right.
yeah, I was thinking about doing a double-sided martini glass at some point. But I also want to do a really cool, like blown kind of optical football shape with some little handles on it going up either side.
Yeah.
So Mary Thompson asked a question. I'm going to answer it first, and then I'm going to ask each of you guys. She said, what's the largest piece of glass you've blown? Now, for me, Mary, I don't like big pieces. They're really hard for me to manage. I have to use the fat pipe. My hands are small. It's heavy. It's on the edge of a pipe. I lose control when I do things big. So the way that I can make a finished piece that's big is by multiples of small items. And at that point, the sky's the limit. If you think of Del Chihuli's giant chandeliers that are like 12 feet in length, that's how he does it as well. So Matt's going to be blowing. He
Hello?
can't speak. But we could ask Chris, what's the biggest piece he's made?
Good.
Are we counting a singular piece or like an installation?
I don't know. I mean, I understood it as a single piece.
Hello?
What do you think, Bess? What were you thinking?
I was also thinking like just singular piece.
like, okay,
Good.
the gnome that's up there is like ginormous. And look at how tiny he looks.
I can tell you the biggest piece I've made.
Tell us.
It was that 24-inch sphere, which is the size of an exercise ball.
Right behind you, as a
Well,
matter
that's
of fact.
not it. That's only a 16-inch sphere. The biggest one on the left, that's right there is like a 17-inch sphere.
And how long or how many people did it take to make it?
Like 4 people. But the 24-inch one was just really pretty much ridiculous. And I'll never do it again. Doesn't really matter how much money people want to pay to have something made big. It's
Hear that,
much-
Roland? Your globe
It's much easier
is not
to
24
do
inches.
things smaller and really nice than really big and out of control. And
Matt, how about you? What's the biggest piece you've made?
If I had to quantify it, I made a pumpkin that was like literally bigger, wider than my chest at another studio for my baby shower. And
Nice.
It was really heavy. It probably like 9 inches across.
just cap it.
You know, and sometimes it's no fun making big pieces because, like, one thing goes wrong and you spend all that time and energy,
Yeah.
have all your assistants, all the color, and it goes wrong and you just lose it.
What are you thinking here?
It's not easy.
I
If you
think
watch,
we're gonna put
oh wait,
an Ovolio on it. I think let's put an Ovolio on it and then we'll punny it up.
All right.
if you watch Corning Museum of Glass, they have a great video camera and they invite all these artists in and they do ginormous pieces. And they have a team that's trained to do it. So when the piece is getting big and you're getting tired, you get to hand it off to someone who knows how to handle it. We just don't work with pieces like that here.
Oh, we just choose not to.
Exactly.
But I mean, she was just asking what the biggest piece was. I
I'm
don't
not
think we
saying
have to
good or
defend
bad. I'm
ourselves.
saying where you can watch the biggest pieces. The other thing is Corning has the equipment. You need larger glory holes to make big pieces. I just watched a girl like
On.
my size make a piece of glass that was about the size of my torso. I was like dumbfounded by it. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, you just have to be prepared for it, and we don't do that. all the time around here. Every once in a while, we'll get a commission to make something real big or a bunch of things that are big, and we can do it, but we want to keep it within the realm of not hurting ourselves or compromising ourselves.
Bess?
All right, so we're going to be putting this guy in the garage for sure.
So I don't want to say like Jake's a loudmouth or anything like that, because he's really not. But the set is so quiet tonight.
I know. I just feel like he always has something to say, even if it's something nonsense. He's just always talking, and I feel like
Maybe
it makes
that's
a
what it is.
difference.
It's all right. Well, that's what you guys got to step up.
We're
That's
stepping
right.
up. We're stepping up. See, Matt's stepping up.
Just got to start saying stuff.
All right, Matt, what you got for us?
Here's the deal. We got
Yes?
it punnied up. Now he's going to open it up real nice and even and level and hot.
Yeah.
And then we're going to stick it right in the garage. And then we're going to move on and do the thing.
And
Hey, I'm
blow the stem of it.
I'm going to give Matt a shout out. So we do classes on the weekends. We have evaluations. They kind of go through everyone so that we can all see like what we need to work on, what the concerns were, people saying different things about our classes or what they liked, disliked. Reading them over repeatedly, it was like, Matt is a great instructor. He is kind, he is patient, he is understanding. Yes. So
Thank
that
you
was
so
really
much.
nice to read.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So he might be a little quiet here on the show right now, but if you guys come and take
What?
a class.
He was just
I'm
talking
the
up
most
a storm.
loudest guy.
I know you were. I just wanted to give you a public shout out though, so
Thank
people
you.
knew.
Come see me, Come learn some things. Teach you how to use a paddle.
Getting ready for our big holiday event. What's the story with all that? Don't we have a virtual show coming up in the first part of December?
Yes, we
So
talked about it.
virtual show is actually coming up November 18th. And we're super excited for that. We're cranking out a lot of product to get ready for that. The in-person show is not until December. And that is, I believe, the first weekend of December. Is that correct, Michelle?
Yep, first weekend of December, family friendly, free event, free street parking.
We'll have live glass blowing going. We'll have all of our holiday product out, including our 2 signature products that we're releasing. We're going to be releasing our signature cane coming up here and our signature ornament for the year. So we're super excited
Yeah.
to release both of those to you. I'm obsessed with them. I really like the color patterns we've used, so I hope you guys do too. But I'm super excited for you to see those, get your hands on those. But we're going to be releasing those. I believe Jake said the pre-order date last week, but I don't have that on my paperwork,
You know what?
so
If
I don't
you look
remember.
at the pre-sales, we have them on the website.
Perfect.
Um,
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay, cool. And give them the link. Also, the signature, the give back portion is Greening of Detroit. They plant trees in Metro Detroit. Yes.
We need trees around here.
We
Let's
do.
get some greenery.
Let's do it.
So it looks like the pre-sale is actually available now. Is that correct, Michelle?
Pre-sales have opened up. They
So-
will ship the virtual show night.
Yes, ship starting the 18th. So I'm going to go ahead and put that link in the comments for you guys. If you are interested in either a single or a 3-pack of either or both the signature items, you can go ahead and snag those through this link. And like Michelle said, those are not going to ship until after
Good.
the virtual show.
All right, that's a tasty one right there.
Thin and delicious.
I think that's the trick. Make them thin.
Marianne says we're missing Jake-isms tonight. Absolutely.
We need to get like blow up sizes of us. So we can put like his head behind or something. Wait, I just saw him over there. Like, where's Waldo?
Set it down.
All right, in goes the top into the garage. Nothing like an obstacle here. And another obstacle.
And at this point, Matt, if you wanted to, you could probably leave that right on the paddle over on the right side. And then when you move it over, you can just move the whole paddle. So stick it right back on there.
And I'm a wimp. So I always use a towel for my left hand because, you know what I mean? It gets really hot. The pipe gets hot there. And then you're not holding it at the end crazy.
So one of the other things I'm just thinking about is the stem and the bits that I'm going to be using for the stem. I've got a reduction color, which is that iridescent iris on the cup top, and I don't want to put a color that's going to be affected negatively by a reduction atmosphere, which the copper blue is. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a maybe like a nice purple stem with iris handles on it that'll become iridescent with the cup and the foot. So we're going for that now. And the way we're going to do this, Matt, is we're going to blow the hollow stem, put an Ovolio on it, put a foot on it, then we're going to punny it up, then we're going to put the handles on it, and then we're going to put the cup top on it.
Okay.
So we're building it with the garage.
Bess, I think this is perfect
Garage
timing for number
builders.
3.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
While I am refolding my paper, the magenta ice cube martini
Team
glass is
Garage
available. I
Elite.
did put that link in the comments for you guys. So good luck, fast fingers, if you're interested in that. Okay,
Every time we say this stuff, I like envision a cartoon of fast fingers like running across the stage.
All right.
All right, we're going to do number 3, Chris.
All right, so our third gift card winner is Sujata. So congratulations. You are going to receive an email with your $25 gift card code. And that's, again, good for in-person or online classes or product. So congratulations. I've got one more to give away, and then we'll have our orange snail to give away. We'll talk about our pumpkin contest, a lot of housekeeping coming up.
I love it. There's a lot of new names on tonight. That means we've got some new people on our mailing list watching the show. Welcome, welcome. We had lots of countries in the early years of starting our show. We were trying to get all 50 states. I think we got close. I think we were like 45 states. Some of the states have different time zones and they're very remote with bad access. And countries. We had quite a few countries watching us. So thanks for watching the show. We don't know if you're watching live or repeat. If you are watching it repeat, you can always put repeat in the comments on Facebook or YouTube, and that gives us a better idea who's watching the show.
So this is the stem of the piece, you guys. And blow. Stop. Blow. Good.
This is a Venetian style glass blowing, so Chris can stay focused on what he's shaping, and Matt's infusing the air into the piece, increasing the size.
I was trying to get a specific shape, which I got, which is a nice, delicate, kind of a football shape in the center with that optical pattern, so you get the crisscrossing. I'm going to cut that bottom off and then add a small Ovolio and put the foot on that. But that's exactly the shape I was looking to get out of that beautiful purple, just like Matt's shirt. Matt's shirt was made
was
with
inspired.
manganese.
Manganese. I feel like that might like irritate my skin a little bit.
Right, could.
We are color coded here at the Glass Academy. Our signature
Okay,
ornament is called Spearmint and Sage. So I can tell you right now, our t-shirts coming for holiday season are going to be spearmint color.
I love that. Wonder if you could make like a spearmint shade cookie.
I don't know, is spearmint a flavor that's eaten very often?
In
Cinnamon.
gum.
Spearmint's
cinnamon,
my favorite gum.
peppermint.
Those gummies, like
Okay.
the chewy, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like they're shaped like the leaves, the spearmint leaves, and you.
On.
Yeah, it's not like a chewy gum. I have to
Gonna cut
find
this
it.
off
Hold
and make
on.
another one. Probably
Anybody
twice
out
as
there
much
know what I'm
glass as
talking
that,
about?
Matt.
Do you want to hear something really funny that you said about gum? There's this natural gum that's out now, and they have videos of it and everything. You guys, I had it in my cart. I was ordering it, and then I'm like, I'm wearing Invisalign. I can't chew gum.
My toothpaste is spearmint flavor as
Oh,
Might
well.
need a
there
bench
you go.
blow.
What other products are spearmint flavored? There's no spearmint ice cream.
I've had spearmint ice cream before.
What?
Yeah.
From who?
It's usually homemade. I've seen it at Blake Slate. All right, more glass on that. I'd rather have more glass than not enough when it comes to an Evolio, because if I don't get, I gotta get it enough on there.
My grandma used to get these all the time, and all of the grandkids
Beautiful.
would like
Level.
destroy a giant
Flip.
container of them.
Was that spearmint something?
Yeah, it's spearmint leaf candy. Have you guys ever eaten these?
Nice.
They
Super
call them
cute.
like jellies, I guess, but they were my favorite when I was a kid. My grandma would have a giant container.
Isn't that interesting? Like
Dan knows what I'm talking about. Thank you,
Another
Dan.
You need air?
that,
No.
that answers the question. What is your childhood snack?
But they're still available.
Oh, all right.
Thank you, Max. See, there we go. Max knows too.
So I wonder why some of the snacks go away. Is it the company went out of business?
They weren't
bad
popular. Yeah, I don't
Are
know.
Twinkies still around?
hmm
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff I ate in like the 90s, early 2000s that they don't make anymore.
Cool thing about glass blowing is if
On.
you don't like it, you just snip it off and do it again.
Yeah, and I don't like it again.
Like I was thinking of Carrie, if you're watching the
Not
show
enough room to
tonight,
get a foot
Carrie's
on it.
painting. Man, once you put that paint on the canvas, you can't take it off. You can't erase it.
Maybe. Let's see.
Flatten it again.
Jeez, I just got all mad and like let the heat hit on there. Go ahead on. Press. Play off.
It's pretty good to me.
Yeah,
And
all
what are you
right.
saying? The heat solved the issue?
Yeah. So this is gonna be an Irish foot.
Irish.
Irish.
I think that's a Jakeism.
It is.
I think you're right.
He adds that noise on the end of a lot of words. Like he does it to orange too.
Orange.
Yep, there you go. See?
All right. So we're gonna be putting the the footing tool foot on here on the bottom, which is gonna match the top of the cup, you guys. And then once we put the foot on there, we're gonna punny it up and put the handles on, and then add the top of the martini glass on. Don't lift up as much with this one, Matt. We'll let it just kind of.
Let it fall off.
Yeah, I mean, I'll lift you up. You don't have to lift me up. Stay. Beautiful.
The magenta ice cube martini glass is still available if anyone was interested in that.
That's a cool tool where you can see.
You're muted.
On.
You're muted. You're muted.
Muted. She's like,
Good.
you're muted. I'm
You're
like, that's what I'm talking.
muted.
She's like, you're muted.
All right.
The fitting tool is really cool
readjuster.
because
Yeah, the
when
little switch
the
back.
water turns to steam, that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the steam release from the paddle. The wood is not catching fire. That tool has to be thoroughly soaked. It's always in the water. It's never left out on the bench. but these paddles here are dry, so it's a different type of smoke.
Yeah, you very rarely use a wet paddle, guys. Very rarely.
A little clarity on pre-sales, why we do pre-sales. It helps us know how many units to make of an item. It's always a gamble for us. We might pick something, try it, make it, think it's fantastic, make 500 of them, and then the reality is no one wants them. So we've learned to test things by doing pre-sales. If we just, for example, did this ornament and you guys are like, oh my God, that's mud. What on earth were you thinking? We are not ordering that ornament. By the time November 18th rolled around in our virtual show, we would know we had a dud and we could quickly pivot and present a new order or a new style ornament on the 18th and save our retail season. Unlike my friend Mary, who runs a store, she has to take that gamble. She buys the wrong product, no one likes it.
Okay, we're going for iris pull down
She
handles.
has to discount it, or there's no trying again. But because we manufacture, we're in it for the win.
That's it, one coat's good.
Bless you.
Straight up for a sec. Okay, flip. Bring over here, stay right there. Down.
Ooh, what do you think of that?
All right, we're gonna try to do one more of
It
those
was
the same.
quiet on the set when that was happening. So last week, Chris and I were driving, and it gets dark at 5 o'clock right now. So we had the show on the whole way because it was our entertainment. It felt like it was midnight, but it was really only 6 o'clock. So it's fun watching the show like you guys are watching it now. We try to be mindful and not have any dead air. But when we're all interested in what's happening, it's very easy. So I'm going silent again. Look at that, steady hand mat. Allows Chris to put on the bit, just roll right with it, trim it off, and voila, 2 perfect bits.
Nice job, Matt.
Yeah.
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 Now you want to get it back on center. It's looking pretty darn good.
Stick 'em.
Yeah, I'm just gonna straighten up one more time. Then we're gonna do a stick 'em bit. You can move that cup over to the left side on top of the brick, which now he's preheating it in the garage, you guys.
All right, this is the fast action. Matt's gonna take a bit, give it to Chris, stick it on there. Chris is gonna use a torch, maybe, and just keep it nice and hot while Matt goes and grabs the cup. So this is hustle hour for steady hand Matt.
Flip.
Steady hand, Matt.
Steady.
See, he just called him steady.
He did.
Yep.
Any of the part of the glass that's bright orange is the hottest. Matt's going to hold that cup into the flame for a
Hold
second.
it on up.
When Chris gives the okay, he will come out.
Ready?
Yes, I am.
Balancing carefully over the pipe on the floor. Matt crouches down. Chris applies the bit to the top of the piece. Voila. All right, if you guys like that, everyone's quiet here. How about a bunch of thumbs up, heart emojis? Send those through. We'll see those on the screen. It'll be like you're clapping for us. Woo!
If you haven't already, make sure you like the
Crowd's
stream,
gone
whether you're
wild.
watching Facebook or YouTube. Helps us out, helps social media know to push us out to new viewers. We are a small family-owned business here in Dearborn, Michigan. We're not a giant, crazy manufacturing place with thousands of employees. We're doing this with a small amount of people. So it all helps us out whenever you share
Real
us and
tasty.
like and comment and all the things.
I'll eat ice cream out of this one.
There you go.
I'd eat that ice cream out of the tub. That was good
All
ice
right,
cream.
so
That
we
was
did talk
great.
about all that reduction that's going on.
Yeah,
So we're gonna bring out the bling,
the blingage.
get one deep heat on it to equalize it. I'm gonna put a tiny little bit of heat on the punty just to make sure that it's not too cold and wants to stick. It's kind of a weird oxymoron, you guys, but if the punty's too cold, it won't come off. But if it's too hot, it won't come off. But if it's the perfect heat, it comes off, just like the baby bear's bigger brother, the
like
middle bear.
Goldilocks.
Porridge.
Porridge.
Yeah,
We were
we're on
talking
the
all
Wasn't
about
it
porridge.
Goldilocks?
Porridge kick.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Right. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I think I may have
been
had
a long
porridge one
time since
time
I've
when
heard
I
that
was a
story.
child.
All right, there she is, the blingin' blingin'.
All right, next piece up is the giveaway.
But I've got some giveaways.
Yes, and we'll go to Bess's
Yeah.
giveaway. Bess, will you tell us the question for tonight? There's still a chance to enter next week's giveaway.
Absolutely. So the question for tonight is, what is a childhood snack you wish you could still find? So you're going to go ahead and send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com, and that is where you will enter to win whatever we make to give away tonight.
Ooh. Where is the GA stamp? That's how you know it came from this studio. Get it? GA, Glass Academy. They're going to take the forks and run it down to the annealer on the other side. And we're going to go over to Bess.
All right. So one more gift card to give away, our final October $25 gift card. Congratulations to Jamie. Jamie, you are going to receive an email with that gift card code, usually on Thursdays at some time on Thursday afternoon. You can use that on, I'm going to say it one more time. You guys are probably sick of hearing me say this.
They
But
just
it
came
is
on.
in class, or it's for class or product, online or in the gallery. So congratulations to our 4 gift card winners. Again, keep an eye on your email. Our piece we have to give away this week is our beautiful orange snail over there, if you want to show that off, Michelle. So our question last week to win the orange snail was, what is the most random thing you've ever collected or saved for no reason? Someone said windmill and water related things, empty toilet paper rolls. They didn't give an explanation either, so I would love to understand why we were collecting
Cat
empty.
toys?
I know.
Kinda
There's a random assortment of boxes throughout my house because my cats really like those. Sometimes it's just a really good box. They'll be obsessed with it for like 2 weeks, and then they don't care about it anymore, and I get to throw it away. But I do have a collection of random cardboard boxes in my house. Koalas, I started when I was 16, so now I probably have about 500.
Oh my goodness.
That's insane. I love that. Tickets to events reminds me of good times. That makes sense. That's really cool. Homemade decorations or old cookbooks. Let's see here.
There are some good ones. We got a couple people send in pictures. Someone collected like
ducks.
creepy dolls.
Yes, I saw that one. Somebody said glass pumpkins.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Our winner said bread tabs. You know, that little plastic tab that comes on your loaf of grocery store bread. I have a glass jar full of them, and it makes my better half bonkers. Maybe I need to come to class on a bread tab storage jar making class.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun. I'd love to know why you're collecting those. My my aunt collects the little tabs on the top of cans, and that's because I guess you can donate them, and Ronald McDonald House benefits from them somehow. I don't know the whole
When
story.
we were growing up, that was a thing. You could collect the aluminum, and the money would go towards.
I don't know, but congratulations, Heidi, on both your bread tab collection and your orange snail. So you are going to receive an email also from Donna this week to find out how to redeem that. If you're local, she's going to let you know when that's ready for pickup. And if you're not local, she's going to let you know how you can pay for shipping. So congratulations to all of our winners. One more reminder, for the month of November, we are doing a can drive here in the gallery. So if you bring in 3 cans of non-expired food, you can get 10% off of 1 pumpkin. So you can bring that in. We have a box that will be set up with all of our beautiful signage in the gallery, but that's our promotion going on for November. Let's see, what else do we got? What else do we have going on? Virtual show is the 18th. So remember, Loyalty League opens up for registration on the 16th if that is something you are interested in. You're going to get benefits such as early access to the items for the holiday show. So if you sign up those 2 days before the show, you know, make sure you hop on and do that. Anything else, Michelle?
No, I would say the annealer reveal, and we also have a Facebook page where there's member content.
Yep.
So Oliver does the annealer reveal, turns the camera off because the star supporters get that one, and then privately, just for the Loyalty League, he films another video that goes on the Facebook page. So you'll get access to that as well. It's really fun. Sometimes there's silly things like the 2 yards of mulch that are sitting outside and how we winterize the place. He takes behind the scenes with Robin doing some shipping. He might walk up into the office and talk to the ladies in the office about some things that are going on. So it's a really cool way to understand the business a little more. And say hello to your favorite people. Lizzie tends to work weekends and afternoons, so she's never here on the show. You get to meet Lizzie and see the membership coordinator in action. Oh, speaking of which, should we show some of those pictures? That is another contest.
Yeah, we absolutely can. So I knew there was something I was forgetting. So we ran on social media and through our email for members a pumpkin photo contest. So if you owned Glass Academy pumpkins and you have a little display set up in your house or your office or wherever you choose to display them, you got to send in a picture, and then you were entered to win our pumpkin contest for a gift card.
Hello.
So when Chris goes to the glory hole on the next one,
Good.
we'll show you some of those pictures. What we were looking for is to understand how you guys displayed pumpkins in your home. Sometimes you tell us about them, like, oh, I've got this great display. And it's really nice for us to see them. So we did a shout out. If you follow us on social, you might have seen the post Bess did. Many people emailed us, and here are some of those photos.
So, see if I can, there we go, more brightness.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
So we've got some,
I like that on the candlestick holder.
I know, it's
I thought
fun.
that was cool.
I like this little squatty guy too. Beautiful color collection here.
Yes,
Hello.
love it. Looks like a kitchen area.
Very
Look at
festive.
that.
Very festive.
Good.
Beautiful. Nice cane pumpkins.
Love
Ooh,
that on the
Folio.
mantle.
That's what a lot of people say. Very cool.
Cute little pumpkinette collection.
Bless you.
Along with the cornucopia, which is funny because Chris was talking about cornucopias.
There it is. Whoop.
Whoop.
Hello.
Pumpkin slug in the mix.
And the gnome with
and
the pumpkin
gnome with
head.
the pumpkin head. Love that. This person said, everything in this year's display, I need a bigger family room.
Oh.
Beautiful. I love the cat in the background of this one.
It is so good.
This person has 14 or 15 pumpkins, but this is an arrangement at their Florida house with the sea turtle
Paddle.
and the blue pumpkin.
I love it. Whoa.
Love this. They actually have a different shelf for different things too
Beautiful.
that they explained out in their message, which was cool.
Okay. Ooh, spooky lights.
Lantern.
Yeah.
Love that.
Okay.
So we will announce the winner in
Maybe
this
just a
week's
little bit
e-news.
bigger than I said.
We don't have
What?
the winner
Pinky
to announce
size.
tonight.
We had enough winners tonight. Everyone's a winner.
Lots of winners. So if you saw your photo there, you are in the running.
What color did we say? We'll pull all that off of there.
Again, the one
add
person
the
who
color
had
on
them in the curio cabinet,
You
she
can go
says she has
cobalt.
cats.
Or, yeah, cobalt's fine.
And so by putting it in the curio cabinet, the cats can't get at them. Totally
Interesting.
makes sense.
Want to just, well, go no mold.
Yeah, I can go in there.
Is curio like
A
for
little baby one?
curious? Like curious cabinet of curiosities?
Yeah, or just square it up on the marv or twist it up and bring it over. Twist it up real good though.
All right, this is the giveaway. You can hear Chris designing it as we roll along. It's like, do this, try this, let's go here. So Matt was using the Taglia.
Swing it out a little bit when you come out so that it pulls out evenly.
Evenly.
And somehow the GA stamp
Okay.
got lost.
Twister. Beautiful. Stretch it out. Okay, cut it. Come on.
Ta-da! The ring of fire has been added.
Stiffened up a lot quicker than I expected.
It's all right. Yeah, you gotta really cut through those quick. So just thinking about this, I want to make sure that I seal those. Seal that oleo down around the side of those pieces. Otherwise, it's going to be a fracture point. So if I hit both sides of this thing,
Jake has appeared. He says some amazing comments in here. Looking good, team.
Who's it, Jake?
Yes.
What? Does the polls slow down, Jake? How is it
Alright.
at the polls?
going
Tell us
for
what's
another
going
oleo on
on.
the bottom of this.
It's been a very smooth show. We miss you. But we can handle it.
What? On. Press. Lighten up. Okay, off.
Now, is this the giveaway piece?
Doing a cobalt foot.
Little housekeeping. A couple stray tools
Yep.
rolling around.
Is this the giveaway piece, Michelle?
Yes, it is
Perfect.
the giveaway. So the gentle, not too crazy giveaway has gone astray.
One coat of blue.
You know what I didn't hear tonight? Did it happen? Did the train go by?
I did not
I
hear
don't
a
know.
train go by.
Isn't that weird? With the time change, maybe? Who knows?
That's an interesting question.
Amtrak is right behind us, and usually, like, someone's going to talk and say something, and that train blares on by.
I do have the giveaway question on the bottom of the screen for you guys. So that question is, what's a childhood snack that you wish you could still get? You're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com. Make sure when you send your answer, make sure you also put your name in the email so we can read it off, just like I did for our winners tonight. Carol confirms that she did also not hear a train.
She what?
Carol didn't hear a train either.
Isn't that weird? Huh. What's going on? Something happened to Amtrak?
Max says it went by on time at 6:40.
Oh, it did? We were deep in thought.
We were.
Maybe like something
Had to
was
be.
going on with the goblets.
Pam says, thanks for another great night.
You got enough meat
You're
on
very
here, or you
welcome.
just want
Our
me to get
pleasure.
Fresh one.
It's not over till it's over. Did we do all our giveaways, Bess?
We did. We have given away all the things.
Did you
Okay.
get that last one up on there?
I don't have a price for it.
Same.
Okay. What color?
Gold.
Thank you.
Goldilocks.
Okay.
This is a beautiful blue. It's super easy. This is a great training color too, because you can tell when the glass is hot, when it's cooling off. When you're an apprentice, a lot of times you'll work in clear, so you pay attention to the movement. But when you start working with color, these blues are always nice to work with. Hello, gimbal.
All right. Both pieces that were made live on the show tonight, I'm not including the Loyalty League in this. Both pieces that were made available to the general public are still available. You guys can go ahead and snag those, both the magenta one and the gold piece that was finished right before I did housekeeping. So those are both available now on the website. Go ahead, check it out, snag those. I'm going to put that in the comments for you.
Coolio. So not next week. Next week, excuse me, as a one and done ornament. These are some of a prototype. We were trying something new. So those will be on the show next week. And then the following week is our virtual show. So definitely save the date for that. We're doing it, before Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving. So you don't have to worry about your cooking needing to be done or you've got too much prep. You can kick up your feet knowing next week you're going to be running around doing all the things.
Plus, we don't want to do it too close to Christmas because then you have to worry about things like shipping. So we tried to
Yes.
pick a good week for you guys.
Want to be mindful of getting these items to you. I know with the candy canes and some of the ornaments, we do group specials, like, a special price for 3 of them. So many people will buy in quantities and then divide amongst their family, the hairdresser, the bus driver, the school teacher. Candy canes are great gifts. Everyone enjoys them. So it's a great way to get your list together, think about what you need, and buy local, buy Michigan made. No tariffs or imports here. And if you are in Canada, here's the deal. Every once in a while, we'll decide to ship out to Canada. It is not easy. We quote shipping. We quote the product. I know the dollar is not good right now because my sister was just in town and she lives in Montreal. But we don't have any control over the duty. So remember, even though we quote you shipping and you pay for the product, there are duty fees. We have no control over that. So keep that in mind. It's usually, I hate to say it, but the product is 1/3 price and 2/3 is duty and shipping. However, maybe you take a vacation and come to the US and watch us here. And then you can take home all the glass you want. Did anyone else do this when you were kids? We used to go shopping in Windsor
All right, a couple little
for our
clear
school
bits.
clothes.
Are you gonna pull them down?
No, I'm just going to put it on hot. It's fine.
shaped anyway.
Nope. Stay.
Nice little decorative accent. Again, you can always tell what part of the glass is hottest because it is bright orange. Matt was just given a super goopy, droopy piece of glass that Chris was able to maneuver because that's how he needed it. He directs Matt on how to bring the bit over.
Stay.
Ta-da. All right, you do have time if you're watching this video in replay. You do have a full week to enter the contest and be eligible for this giveaway. This video will be on our YouTube channel, but you can always send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com any time of the week where we record the answers, put them in the wheel of names, and choose a winner next week.
All right, last flash, a little tasty little mini martini glass.
Beautiful.
What a giveaway.
Got any iris on there?
No.
Beth, are we missing anything? Did we do all our housekeeping?
I think we did. I have that giveaway question up on the screen one more time for you guys down at the bottom so you know how to enter to win this beautiful blue martini glass.
All right, GA stamp is going on the bottom.
There it is.
We are 2 for 5 tonight.
2 broke out of 5, yeah. Well, that was a good one. It still was cool looking, but we'll have to pick something out of the gallery for the giveaway. You guys did see another tasty martini glass being made, but that's the way the cookie crumbles when you're blowing glass.
It's the way it happens sometimes.
Yeah, but great night tonight. Super nice. You guys got a lot of verbal information from Bess and Michelle, for sure.
Verbal
Verbal.
information.
That's right.
Whoa, look at our ceiling. Isn't it beautiful?
You struggling? Both martini glasses, both the pink and the gold, are still available for you guys as of this moment.
You know what? I wonder if a lot of people are at the polls.
Probably we had lower numbers than usual.
Interesting. All right. So it
That's right.
goes. So congratulations to Sarah and Matt, who will be having children in the new year.
Not together, separately.
Oh yeah, not together. They're not together. They each have their own. There will be 2 babies in the spring.
Right.
I felt the need
Right.
to clarify that for you.
This is when we look back on the show, we'll be like, oh yeah, what did we say? Okay, cool. Anything else for closing remarks?
That's about it. Yeah.
All right, have a great day, everyone. We'll look forward to seeing you next week on the Gathering Point Show.
Have a good night.